Yeah, these games are always interesting. Right before Christmas, you're playing a non-division one. Um, you find out a little bit about how committed to process your team is. That's what we talked about tonight. Four or five things that we could control, and trying to stay true to those, no matter what the score shows on the scoreboard at a given moment. I thought our guys, for the most part, did a nice job. We were a little dead to start the game, but I thought our kind of first unit off the bench gave us some energy. And then I was really pleased with that last group that plays on our scout team a lot of the time. I thought they came in, flew around, and really defended. I was pleased. It was a good test for us to find out how true to process we could be. And the guys were exactly that. So I'm pleased. I'm ready to move on now to SIU.
In the first half, you switched it up and you extended the defense a little bit. Talk about your reasoning behind that.
Well, that's something we've worked on. We did it a bunch this against App State too. So the pressure is something we've spent a lot of time on in practice, just having a couple of different forms of pressure, and it's something we'll use sparingly. But I think you'll see it pretty much every game all season. And from now on, we spent really the last couple of weeks. We spent a couple days each week, a segment in practice, just trying to make sure that we understand responsibilities and roles when we go to each of those defenses. And I thought it gave us a little spark tonight. We turned them over a couple of times. We sped them up a couple of times, and maybe sometimes you just want to just break their rhythm a little bit and make a couple of passes and not be able to come in rhythm into their offense. So I thought it accomplished those goals, and that was good.
And then question for you, Josh. You played a lot of minutes tonight, went 3 for 4 from the floor, and had 11 rebounds. Just talk about your game a little bit, how it felt to kind of help the team in that area on the boards.
Well, it was good to get back to playing. I haven't been playing as much recently, but in practice we've been working every day on rebounding and being more physical. That's what was at the front of my mind the whole game. Just grab every ball I could, and went well today. So hopefully I can continue this way for the rest of the season.
And then just preparing for SIU, what from tonight are you taking away to move forward to that game? Either one of you can answer.
From my perspective, it's just trying to stay true to that process. And I thought we deviated from process a bit when we went over to Greensboro in our first true road test. We've got to stay true to it, and we've got to do what we do regardless of the external factors involved. We've got to make sure that we play through some contact when we're on the road and not whip our heads around and look for fouls. We got to go finish and have kind of an and one mentality when we drive the basketball. And I thought we got a little selfish when we were over at Greensboro. So we got to make sure that when things tighten up, we don't deviate from that process either. We share the basketball with our teammates, and we understand that paint touches are to try to make plays for others. So I think we had a chance to work on that a little bit tonight. Hopefully that'll carry over as we move forward.